Hi everyone, it's Donnie Lowy at Closeout I hope you're having an amazing day today. The next time you are in New York, I'd love for you to visit me and come see the warehouse. Alright, so today I'd like to discuss some interesting lessons that I got from reading about Runway. Runway is a company, their warehouses in New Jersey. What they essentially do is they rent out clothing, dresses, office wear, nice high-end expensive clothing for women. Their membership cost, I believe, is $159 a month, and for that price, a customer gets to rent 4 pieces of clothing per month. And what's really interesting is if the customer likes an item that they rented, they can actually, if they want to keep it, they can buy it for half the retail price. So this gave me an idea, and I think you might enjoy this idea. So let's say you have your store, you have your wholesale business. You might consider expanding into a rent-a-runway model, right? That option, essentially, you would allow your customers to rent some of the clothing that you have for sale. This, of course, works if you're a retailer, right? If you're a wholesaler, you're not renting out clothing because people are buying it for resale purposes. But if you're a retailer, you can give customers the option to rent the clothing for the weekend, to rent it for a week, to rent it for a month. Now, they can definitely give you a deposit, right? Definitely, you have to have a way to make sure that if they don't bring the clothing back, that you could recover your costs for the clothing. But it's a good way because, to make some money. It's possibly a good way to make some money because you can make more money by renting the same piece of clothing many times than you might make by just selling it one time. For instance, let's say you buy a brand name dress for me and you pay for the dress $15, right? And the dress retails for $200, and you rent it out to a customer for $20. Now, first of all, you've made a $5 profit already on your initial rent, right? And the initial price that you've charged to rent it out. And then let's say, of course, you still have to pay for dry cleaning when it comes back. Let's say that costs you an extra $10. But now you rent it out the next time again for $20. Now you've made a $10 profit. And then, of course, you rent it out again, and so on and so on. And, of course, there's only so many times you can rent out the dress while it still is going to look nice and fresh, and customers are going to want to rent it. But I'm sure there are variations of the model. You could maybe charge a higher price for the rent. Maybe you could charge a dry cleaning fee, and so on. Or you might choose to rent out the dress. Let's say if it's a $200 dress, you might choose to rent it out for $30 and give people the option to buy it for 50% off the retail price, which would come out to $100. All right, just some ideas. I really am fascinated by the model that Rent-A-Runway has. It's definitely something worth looking at. You could always learn from everyone. So I hope you learned from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear your ideas as well, especially if you've tried this model before. All right, the next time you're in New York, please come visit my warehouse. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. Have an amazing day, and I'm looking forward to doing business with you.